All right, welcome to the Haters Ball. It's your boy Dumb It Down. I'm here with my older brother, the old Baldy, and my younger brother, B Dog.
Yeah, the
Uh,
streets called, man.
Hello.
They said they needed us back. That's why we here, man.
it's
People
been
keep taking these free vacations all over the world, man, on their pod money. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't got that, so we had to miss a couple weeks.
it's been like a month, man. It's been like a month. It's been a minute. We went. We never talked. We never wanted to talk about like the cliff show we went to. There's a bunch of stuff
Sure,
we did since
yeah.
we've been on here, man. So I mean, we could start with that. I mean, I don't know if you have any thoughts about the show or what you thought of the show.
The clip show. Oh, me, you know what? Dog, they did not give the best performance, but the show was live.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if you felt the same way. They was kind of standing there, like they don't really be doing. You know what I mean? The songs
Nah.
hit. They got them videos and stuff behind them, so that adds to it. But it's not like they bringing like the energy. It ain't like I'm trying to think of some people you see like when you see like Black Thought dude be running around and doing all kinds of stuff. They kind
Rapping
of
nonstop,
just chilling
yeah.
up there. Yeah, they kind of just chilling up there.
Yeah, no, they definitely play it like they just play it cool.
Yeah,
I guess it's certain parts of it, they add to the drama because they'll just be
Mhm.
standing there with the spotlights on them or whatever, and it's like it's cool, it's hype in that way. But they are definitely not like they're not like everybody wave your hands or like dude, they're not like a lot of crowd
The
interaction or like
DJ
a
did
lot
some
of
of that.
like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but and yeah, so it's definitely it was just different. The crowd had the energy though. The crowd had a lot of
Right,
energy,
right.
so it was a fun show. But I was a little surprised that now the production was dope. Like when it because to me when they play like "So Be It" and then every time they say "smoke" and like the smoke machines would go and stuff like that. So like the production stuff they had behind them, all that stuff was cool. But the rappers
Mhm.
themselves, they just kind of play it cool the whole time. So
Yep.
it was interesting.
Yeah,
So
100%. I thought it was a great show, but I saw Push live solo before, so he was
mm,
even more calm than when I
mm,
saw him by itself. He was doing more running and like
mm.
keeping the crowd hyped by itself. But with this is it wasn't like that. So it's interesting because the album is different, But they played some of their old stuff. They played all their biggest hits except for I think they played all their biggest
They
hits.
played all the biggest hits. They played. I
Yeah.
didn't feel like I missed something.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I didn't get something I expected or something like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Fun show. Glad I went.
for sure, for sure. All right, man. But there's been a lot. It happened since a lot of music that's dropped since we've been on here. Tons of music. First of all,
Hmm.
uh, and and then of course more drama and stuff like that as well. So y'all want to start with the music, or y'all want to get into the main topics? I think, or y'all want to wait till we get some more people in here.
Tell me about this.
Uh,
Tell me about this. Well, not yet. We'll talk about some music. We'll talk about some music.
all right, then let's talk about. We missed the Ghostface album. Weeks ago now, right? I know you number
Mhm.
one Ghostface fan, so let's start off there, man. Since that's kind of older. What you thought of the album? Did it live up to your I know before we were talking about how you were afraid Supreme Clientele 2, sequel to a classic. Did it live up to the hype?
I mean, I don't know how much hype there was, but I would say I think it was yes. It landed well. Yes, yes. Is it
Okay.
Supreme Clientele? Of course not, but much better than I actually had low expectations, and so maybe that was part of my issue. But so I was very glad because I thought the energy was great. I thought a bunch of the songs on there was great. He gave you all the Ghostface elements that you want. You know what I'm saying? Got stories, got street
Mm-hmm.
tales, got weird stories. You got he rapping over straight R&B songs. One of my favorite ones is Zoom. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
this is
Doom is
perfect.
like the best one. Yeah.
Like perfect. You got some, got fun songs, got great features. So I like the album a lot.
Okay. Uh, B Dog. All right, we got your thoughts on the album.
I was not a fan, man. I turned it off after like 3 songs. Too much yelling for me. Yeah, that was good, brother. It wasn't for me. I don't want to hear it.
Wait. Okay. So you got to some of the because to me, two of my favorite songs of the album are Sample 420 and Curtis May. Here, I'm gonna pull it up. So I'm surprised, you say that just after like 3 songs that you'd be done with it. Because to me, it starts off, on a high note. In a sense, it's just the middle where I started to feel like it was dragging a lot. But I thought it started off great. Oh well, Iron Man is a good song. It was good. And then Sample 420, I thought was one of my favorites. And Curtis May was, to me, like probably my top 3 songs on the album. So I don't know what you. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that you felt had so many negative feelings towards it once you heard it.
You're yelling in my ear like Meek Mill, man. I'm good on that.
No, man. First of all, that's Ghostface style. Second of all, he not yelling in your ear, man. You gotta. It's whatever, man. Like I don't really have much defense for it. I think this is a Ghostface fan album for Ghostface fans. I don't think this you ain't just not turning this on and being like, oh, I like this. Mm-hmm. This is, he gave you you get that nostalgia hit from all the songs. Like the songs, so many of them are touching on or similar to or derivative of Ghost greatest hits. Mm-hmm. This is a Ghost gives you the greatest hits if you love Ghost. None of them are very few of these would be in Ghostface's best songs ever.
Okay, all right, I get that. Yeah, I just thought I thought maybe he relied a little too much on the nostalgia stuff. Like, it seemed like he was going to that well a little bit too much, I know
and he said some of these songs are really old.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So but it was cool. It was cool. I like the Fourth Disciple, but like songs like break beats and beatbox, like those songs were like
I like those songs, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I just thought he kept going to the same thing. It's like, okay, all right, another like extra old school song, and it just felt like you went to the well one too many times.
That's fair.
So,
but like I said, you get some Candyland, The Zoom, You My Friend. Like these are good songs.
Those are the good. So yeah, I like the beginning of the album and I like the end of the album. Pretty much, I like up into
you ain't like the one with Nas?
I thought the one with Nas was lackluster compared to the,
what about the
Nas track. I thought the trial was also a little lackluster. I like Fourth Disciple better as far as the storyteller track. I thought the trial, it didn't like to me. I see all those names, and I'm thinking like, oh snap, this is about to be a great track, and it did not live up to the hype. Like for to have all the best Wu-Tang members on it, and then it's just I don't know, it was just kind of I thought that was fun. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's hard to disagree, man. Like none of these songs, there's better. Ghostface already made better versions of almost every song on it. Mm. And so, as much as I love Ghostface, I'm gonna listen to these songs, but I don't know if this, does much besides that nostalgia hit. Like none of these are Ghost innovating to me. Like the Zoom I love it. I love it a lot. I love I love the Commodore's original. I love the Ghostface version, but Holla is better than this, and it's the same type of thing. You know what I mean? Like there's other songs that are like every song on here. I feel like, except for You My Friend, is something that I don't know how many times he's done that same thing. You know what I mean? So that's a little different. But all these songs, he's different stories. He got better stories. You know what I mean? He got better stories in the streets. He got better stories about weird stuff happening. He got better songs with Nas. He got like none of this stuff is the best Ghostface thing I've heard ever. So it's cool,
Yeah. So did you like the trial? Did you like the trial track? Was that one of your favorites? Or
I don't really have songs I hate on here. I mean, there's no I gotta skip this, but I mean I'm a Ghostface lover. Like this not gonna be the songs are to me, these songs are just made for me. It's like, hey, you a fan, here's some more of the stuff that you already like. So great.
All
But
right.
is it going to make it into my rotation? My rotation is hard to break into right now. A lot of the songs will get in. I mean, some of these songs will get in, but as far as constant, like continue to be played over years and years, like Supreme Clientele, of course not.
Well, that's the thing. There's so much music coming out. To me, it's like if the song ain't top tier, like I don't need it. But yeah, the music,
Which is
and
funny.
in a sad way, that makes music is more disposable.
Right.
But like it's more competitive than ever as well. So we definitely gonna talk about more albums, as we go through. But first, I want to talk about this, Drake interview. Drake did an interview with Bobby. Was it Altoff again? People called her an industry plant the first time. She did her first podcast, had Drake interview in the bed or whatever. And that went crazy. It did, I don't know how many, whatever views. And then, they, I guess, had a falling out. They took it down. And, she had a podcast. Then it wasn't that long ago, she ended her podcast. And now she's doing a relaunch. And boom, Drake's the first episode again. So, I guess first thing is, I don't know how do y'all feel? Because I think, one of the big topics here, is Drake consistently is going to this girl doing these type of podcasts, but doesn't sit down with traditional hip hop media and talk to them. So I don't know. I wanted to know what y'all thoughts are on that before I play a clip of him talking as well.
B-Dog, you know about Drake. I'll let you go first.
It don't matter to me at all. Like it doesn't affect me. It don't matter who he go to. I'm happy you don't go to those other people though, because they be the main ones talking shit about him, as we saw last year. So it makes sense to me.
What about? I mean, he got a lot of dick riders, man. I mean, why he don't go to none of them? Like, I guess my question is, why this chick? Like, is this chick some kind of knowledgeable person, or are they just talking about gossip? Like, or is she asking about bars that he's saying, or is she asking about like?
They don't talk
or is it
about
just
anything.
like a bunch of bull?
They don't talk about anything. So I mean,
just
briefly tell you some of the topics they cover. I mean, they talk about their falling out, why they had beef with one another, how they got back here. They talk about whether or not Drake has fake abs. They talk about whether or not he got a BBL or whatever. They talk about.
People do want to know that. So I mean, I guess that I want to know where you get how much the fake abs cost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I mean,
can I get them on layaway? What's the one that comes up for broke people when they shop online? Klarna or whatever. Can I get some fake abs on
Klarna? Yeah. So like that's the type of stuff they're talking about, though. I mean, they talk about they talk about her too. Drake big. I don't know. Like they just, it's a lot of joking and
who is she?
And silly stuff.
Is she somebody?
Yeah. Well, again, that's people's problem, right? People feel like, who is she? Why is she the one that gets these interviews? And not just her, but I mean, like when he goes on, the streams with, who's the dude?
Well, that makes more sense. Those dudes
Hayden Ross, whatever. Yeah, Aiden Ross. Yeah.
But don't that make more sense than this chick? Like, who is this chick? Like, does she have some kind of extremely popular platform or something like that? Because I never heard of her except for when he with her.
Well, yeah, it feels like Drake kind of put her on in a sense.
Yeah, but she does an interview format like some other, like Funny Marco does the same thing. They kind of have the same one. I don't know. If he went on Funny Marco instead of her, I think people would still be upset that he didn't go do a serious sit down interview.
Yeah,
and I mean, if you don't want to get serious, that's fine. But like, why? I just don't know why you got these little. Why this little white girl? Like, I don't know. She looks like a 12-year-old to me. I really don't understand. It all seems weird to me.
Oh, so has to do with the the allegations, the not like us
It looks
allegations.
weird. It looks weird. He in the bed with this little girl. Look young. Like I know
Dang,
she's an adult. It looks weird.
she like I'm pretty sure she like 28. She talks
Like
about
30
it.
years
But,
old, as I'm saying, but the shit look weird. It still look weird to me. Like I mean, I don't know.
It is well. I think that's part of the thing. It's weird that they in bed together. I think that's part of like the, I don't know.
I think
Like
she
the
does all of her
attraction of it.
podcasts in the bed. I think that's
I don't think she
just
does all
something
of
that
them
she
in
does.
bed.
It look weird. I don't know nothing about it, man. I don't understand. But look at man, it must be working for him, right? I don't know. To me, I would hate on this stuff, but I mean, clearly, if it's all money plays, Drake know how to do the money plays and the popularity plays. So if that's what he's doing it for, I don't know how to hate on that. If that's what you want to go for, I mean, it's not my bag.
Well, let's let him talk about it because I mean he talked about it a little bit in the thing as well. So let's see what he says about it.
What I'm really trying to say is like, I feel like I'm not necessarily a part of the problem. Well, describe the happy.
I'm sorry.
And yeah, I don't think I put myself in your fully believed in that I thought was really interesting, and I wanted to have an interesting conversation. Me essentially like just recognizing somebody that I never met in my life, that I fully believed in, that I thought was really interesting, and I wanted to have an interesting conversation with. It pissed off like all these fucking losers.
I hate
these
this
like
dude, man.
Like story journalists and like this guy and that guy who like feels so entitled to this interview about, and Drake never does anything for like this type of media, and it just like made people so angry that two people who actually like have just like maybe nothing to talk about or everything to talk about, but just based on like random energy could come together. I think it changed a lot of things. It changed a lot of things like on TikTok. It changed a lot of things like in the streaming world. Like it made people more comfortable to go sit down with somebody that they've never sat down with before, like not to take like overly take credit, but when I do see like somebody.
So all right, so you already you have strong feelings about what he's saying.
Yeah,
so,
man. I'm about to, this shit is disgusting, man. This nigga sounds, I don't even know how to describe how bitch made this nigga sounds right now, man. Like, what are we talking about, man? It was really big on TikTok, and it just changed the way people did interviews. What? Yo, man, this is why I don't do this shit. This is why I stay away from all this popular shit. This dude is B-Dog. Come on, man. Is this your king right here, man? What's up with this dude, man?
I honestly don't. I texted my friend today. I said I really don't understand how people hate this nigga. Like, he just reminds me of somebody who's living a super rock star lifestyle. Mild too, not even a crazy one. He just doing whatever the hell he wants. I don't understand the hate for him.
Yeah, I don't get the strong reaction that you have it. I mean, I don't know. I
what is this shit, man?
This
Y'all be listening to these dudes talk like this?
Okay, well, first of all, I've listened to a lot of interviews from a lot of artists, and some artists aren't interesting to listen to at all. Like some of them can't articulate themselves in any interesting way.
That's definitely true.
I mean, I don't really know what we're comparing it to. He doesn't sound like it's not sounding like my most interesting artist, but he didn't sound like he was saying something crazy. I don't know. I just feel like
you gotta get this shit the fuck up out of here, man. I can't do it, man. I don't even want to hear this dude talk. The way he talking right now sounds so like anti whenever I hear him rapping.
It's not tough. What do you mean? Is that what you mean? Or
it's not, it's the opposite of tough. I don't know what you call it. Bitch assness? It's the opposite of tough.
When he raps, he also raps that way. He raps emotional and about being, about relationship issues.
Nigga, TikTok, nigga? Yo, get the fuck out of here, man. This nigga's like 6 years old or some shit, man. How old is this?
The dude is like 38 or something. Ain't he? What is he?
Man, come on, man. You damn near 40 talking about TikTok.
Stupid point.
Face, man.
Well, there's a lot of 40-year-olds on TikTok.
Medium in the world.
Yeah, they clowns. Yeah. They clowns.
Yeah, what are you talking about? TikTok is the biggest medium in the world.
Right.
Okay.
For clown ass niggas.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's-
you just taking the most old head
Yeah.
Old
like
nigga
stance
stand.
on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Please. Thank you.
It's yeah, okay.
And
But
proud.
when we're talking about and that's fine. So, but when we're talking about streaming or talking about any of those things, yes, that okay, as an old head, you might feel that way, but those things are popular, big. They,
Mhm.
his audience likes that stuff. So I when I listened to the interview, I didn't really. So he was making a lot of jokes and stuff. It was unserious. It's not anything about music. It's not anything about
Mhm.
anything really. It's very unserious. But I didn't. I mean, I didn't see any issue with it. It'd be one thing if he was sitting there with her talking about music. Then I feel like okay, go sit with somebody who knows music. But it's not about that at all. And if he just want to sit in bed and make jokes, then like, what's the like? That's not what you're gonna get if you go sit with Ebro or sit with, you know what I mean? Like anybody, you're not gonna
Well,
do
look,
that.
man, I don't think I'm not surprised that Drake won't sit with some of those dudes. I mean, those dudes is gonna be like myself. They're gonna be like, hey, let's talk about these bars and shit like that. I guess he don't want to do that. That's fine if he don't want to do that.
Ebro's gonna
But
talk
that don't mean
about?
I'm supposed to what happened?
Is that what Ebro's gonna ask?
I
No, they
actually
ask
don't know.
about the
Ebro gonna
selection
ask
stuff.
about probably.
Yeah,
Ebro
they're gonna
gonna
ask about selection
Ebro,
stuff too.
shit like that. But
yeah,
I would
that's a
rather,
he's a
talk
fucking
about that.
lame too.
Yeah, no, I don't like Ebro either. But I would like to see him actually talk about real rap stuff or talk about the lawsuit. I would like to hear his thoughts on all that. But
He can't talk about that in the
Talk
middle of
about a
the
lawsuit?
case. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
can't talk
fair.
about it in the middle of the case. You know that. So I mean, listen. Regardless, anybody who would sit with at this time, it wouldn't be about any of the stuff that you want to hear at
Right.
this time.
Exactly.
So if this is the kind of interview he wants to do, it's really the only kind he can do, I think, at this moment without just giving PR answers. You know what I mean? Like, if
I
otherwise
don't know about
you're gonna
that,
ask
man.
about like they asked she asked him about LA about why he didn't do a show tour in America. And he answered that. It's another clip. I'd have to find where. But he said, they had just done an American tour right before the beef. He had just finished it. He went on tour with J. Cole or whatever. That wasn't that long ago. And that they'll come back around to it once they finish this tour and stuff. And he said he wasn't afraid of going to LA or whatever, stuff like that. So they talk about that stuff too. I mean, they do mention that stuff. He disses Rick Ross in it as well. She has to, you have to go check it out. But there was other little things about stuff, but it was all
diss Rick Ross.
unsafe.
Rick Ross.
You like Rick Ross?
No, hell no. He's just as fake as Drake is.
I mean,
Probably faker.
Exactly, faker. But the thing is, what I'm saying is there's so much negative energy towards Drake, and there are like faker artists out there. Like I just don't like. That's what I think.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I don't think Drake be like always faking it. Not all the time. He kind of be showing his real personality. I feel like.
So, shout out to Mad Max in the chat. But he said he just does it to be petty. He just purposely doing this to because one thing that was stated is that Drake reached out to her. It wasn't like she reached out to him. Drake reached out to her. They squashed their beef, whatever it was, and then they did this interview. And he took her around with him on the tour, which he'd been going around with them on the tour and stuff like that. So some people say it's just to be petty. It's just purposefully to get at the people who wish they could do a interview with them.
Who would wish that except for like Elliot Wilson? That dude, he be wishing for that type of stuff. But like, who else
Everybody
would
would
like?
take
who
a
wouldn't
interview?
Who wouldn't? Yeah, exactly. Joke would make jokes about a Drake interview all the time.
Yeah, if he said, "Hey, I'll give you an interview," but are they like crying because he went to her instead? Who are the people that was like really upset about it?
I think there's several people who are upset about it. I think there's some people who are upset about it. It just happened today, and there are already people on the internet, crying about, or are upset about So like he
I'm
says,
not a Drake fan, so I always be surprised when like I hear the reactions to stuff because I really be oblivious to what's going on. And then you said, "Oh, this is what he got going on." It's like, okay, or people. I didn't know people was mad about
it. Yeah.
Like for what?
Mad Max says, more cat he not messing with America is not because he just finished the tour, but because of the culture vulture set right now. I mean, look, I don't know. That may be the case. Who knows? I can't speak to it. I'm just telling you what the answer was in this interview. But all right. He doesn't talk. He does address like the culture vulture stuff on
I
here.
was just about to say he did speak to that actually.
Yeah.
What he told about the culture vulture stuff?
I mean, it's kind of part of the same spiel he was talking about with the interview. So let me see. We can listen a little bit more. Let's see.
Who keeps to themselves, like a Nicki Minaj, like go to like Kai Cenat's house, or like I see, these musicians go to like a guy like Plaque Max's studio and start making songs with him. Like I feel like we did usher in the idea of just like you can be from two completely different walks of life. Celebrities are not here, that we're like, the goal is not to be like some unattainable dickhead for your whole life, and only to like sit with Zane Lowe while he like asks you like the most like curated and formal questions. No disrespect to him, but it's just like, I think we did something that was special.
Yeah.
And I was proud of what we did. And then when you didn't like, when I felt like it caused any like bump in the road in your life, I was just, it just hurt me because I was like, fuck, I just can't get it right,
Yeah.
Plus you were with Tiger that night,
that was really the big reason.
Can I get another rosé?
So hold on, I gotta find the part where he specifically mentions the culture versus stuff, but I'm not gonna search through it, man. Go.
Does she talk? Like I am confused as to what she's bringing to the conversation.
She has questions. She has a bunch of questions.
Okay, she does. Okay.
Yeah, she has questions, and really, she like I don't know. I don't know. I don't really get it. Trust me, I don't get it. I don't get what her appeal is. I really don't get it because her whole thing is like being like just sitting there and being awkward. She'll ask a question and then just sit with like a straight face and then like kind of make the situation awkward and like that's supposed to be fun.
I'm so thankful to be born in '84, man. I can't be with y'all, man. I don't get y'all, man. I don't know who Plaque Max is, man. But I have seen, I don't know who these people are even. I mean, at least I've seen Kai somewhere because he be getting T-Mobile commercials and stuff, clowning himself for some paper. Or maybe that's just who he is, a fucking clown. But I don't know who Plaque Max. He also is a clown? Are these people just clowns for anything for streams for little kids to watch? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Do people put these? Let me ask you a question, B-Dog. You hang with younger people than me, okay? Do y'all put these dudes on while you like in your house chilling? Like, when do you watch these streams?
That's what I wonder a lot too. That's what I wonder. I don't watch streams no more, man. I used to when I'd go to bed or when I was doing something else, like watching TV, but I don't really turn on Twitch no more. Too many ads, but I did turn into Mafia Dawn 3 the other day just to see what was happening and turned it off after a couple of minutes. But I don't know who Plaque Max is at all. Never heard of him, but
yeah, man, we out of touch. We out of touch, man. It's all good.
I like to see rappers rapping. They got rappers rapping on there. I turn it on.
They ain't got no fucking rappers rapping on there.
I don't see no dude name. But if they rapping, I'll check it out. If it's just some
I've seen this nigga before. I know who this is. Yeah, I didn't see this
before. Because I don't know who the fuck you talking about.
He was just hanging out with Michael Porter Jr. when Michael Porter Jr. was saying all that dumb shit.
Oh, I think I did see this dude on one of these videos I was watching on YouTube.
But the thing is, okay, so let's get to the crux of the issue though, because to me the thing is, for Drake to do any of the other interviews with anybody else, a Drake interview is gonna do tons of numbers, right? Regardless of whether it's from people hating him or people loving him, no matter what, people gonna want to, hear any little scrap of information about the beef or whatever. It's gonna do tons of numbers. Why would he give that benefit to any of the people who have been hating on him for a long time at this point, right?
Oh no, that's 100%.
You know?
Yeah, he don't want to come on here because I'm gonna be like, I ain't like your music since Successful. Basically, I mean, I've been a hater. Like, what you want me to say, man? So I get that. I don't feel like all the people in the industry though be doing that.
Who?
Yeah, they do.
Who?
He got
Especially
Maul.
post beef.
That's it.
Not after, because he
He
remember
got
he
Maul,
did it.
and that's
Oh,
it.
then why he don't go on Maul show? You're right. I mean, you're right.
He good. He
Some-
good. But
they got people out here that
That's
roll
Maul-
that
wait,
Drake
wait,
But
aggressively.
even on that show, Maul rode for Drake. His co-host clowned him for riding for Drake. That kind of like the whole like thing is an argument.
Yeah.
All the one that sounds crazy.
Mm.
But
Riding
that's
for
what
Drake.
the internet
like
said.
the whole group.
Why
He
he
not
didn't
the
go to
only one, man.
academic
Who was them dudes?
or,
Who was them dudes? We was making fun of them. They had the video. They were like, man, ain't nothing been exciting since Drake stopped coming out. That was Bad Fuel, right?
Oh yeah,
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, but
But
they
all these dick. What
Those
I'm saying is, Drake have dick rides. Okay,
yeah.
he could go to some.
I don't
shows
know of any of
with
them
his dick
besides
rides.
academics and Maul.
Academic, yeah.
That's the only
He
two
be
I
on
know.
there with Ack.
Nah,
Ack
yeah,
swear
you
they
know,
best friends though. He'd be like, oh yeah, I talked to Drake, but I don't ever see him together.
yeah, nah,
So,
that's true. That's true.
he in like side chick territory. He get with this white girl, but then he talk to you on the side, but he
Yeah.
won't be seen in public with you.
That's true, man. All right, well, I don't know. Maybe he's
I would
waiting till
rather see
after.
him. I would rather see him get with somebody that's like of the culture. But I mean, if he don't want to do it, that's his business. That does feed into the shit that people say about him.
Yeah, the cultural stuff. Maybe it's after the lawsuits and stuff, settles that he'll do something like that. But who knows? I don't know. He really never has done many interviews. He did the one with Elliot after
Years
he
ago,
lost
yeah.
with Pusha T.
Yeah.
That was the
Right.
last like big hip hop interview he did, right? After he
Yeah,
lost that
LeBron,
with
and
Pusha T.
Bron betrayed him.
Oh yeah, and LeBron, right? So there you
could
go.
never-
I
could
mean,
never be disappointed in you. I son that boy. Oh, that's embarrassing, man. Oh, what a L. Damn, man.
so, right. So you see how those interviews haven't, they just come back to bite him. So I mean,
But
hey,
he had beef with this chick too, though.
he did have beef with her.
Oh, I didn't know Elliot. What he did afterwards? I know Elliot be getting in his feelings, man. I never liked that dude. I ain't like that dude when he was in charge of Double XL. He be in his feelings and stuff. Be having temper tantrums. Like, dog, you 60 years old, nigga. Calm down, man. Like, you mad because he went to this other person for an interview? Like, get your own interviews up and your podcast trash with DJ Head and the white dude. I don't like that shit.
I don't like either. But I like the one with Head and Gina Views though. I like that one though. I like that one.
I ain't never seen it. I never seen it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Gina is. I think she's hilarious. So all right, let's move on, man. Let's move on. Since we're talking about trial courts stuff, we might as well talk about Young Thug. All right, Young Thug, man, his audios have been leaked. They keep like every day. It seems like another one.
Oh yeah,
leaks, another audio, another conversation. Obviously, this has got to be the feds. Leaking all this stuff. Clearly, this is character assassination right here, man. This is character assassination. How y'all feel about this? Do y'all? I don't know. Yeah, how y'all feel about just his audio being?
Nah, you got to tell the people what's happening. I have no idea what's going on. Once he said I'm not ratting, they never play my tape in court. I didn't even care. Like, I don't care about somebody ratting at all. He could be the biggest snitch ever. That makes zero. I don't care.
Whoa. Okay, all right. So this is a conversation we got to have. I 100% agree with Mad Max right here, though. Gina carries, yeah. Yeah, okay. I think it's a Gunna fan going on a rampage. Man, I don't know. I don't think it's just a fan that got access to all these audios. It ain't just some fan. These are prison phone calls and stuff. Come on, man. These are police interview conversations and stuff. This stuff is gotta be the feds coming straight from the feds.
What's the worst thing that you did? I only saw some of it. What's the worst thing that came out?
I mean, look, I mean, there's been a lot of the stuff with, like I said, this conversation with him in the cops, talking about, well, I don't really get much into the street stuff and who did what, who snitching on what. So that's the part I'm less interested in. The part that I'm most interested in is this clip right here. I'm gonna play. Let's play this.
Called me one day like, "Hey, what the hell going on with Gunna? Who's speaking for him?" I'm like, "Wow." Like, "Oh, I'm Ness. You know, he trying to get signed right here with Weeknd signed it, and he demanded he want, 20 million. Whoa. So I already done told him, like, whatever you want, just say it. I'm gonna give you the money, whatever you want. Just on some we brother shit. Like, nigga, I know you can't go nowhere in this world and get no $20 million check from no label. You're not doing numbers like that. You alright, but you ain't doing that like that. You know, like the number one album you just had right now. I paid for you to have a number one album. You didn't. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, earn a number one album over the weekend, my boy. I paid for that shit. I never said that to him. I never told him that. You know, cause we just got the plug on that. Like, you never earned a number one album. I spent $50 extra grand buying motherfucking stream, $50,000 buying cash.
So right there, you say you feel, you spent $50,000 buying extra streams.
He's a good label owner. That's what he's supposed to do.
Oh,
yeah, that's easy. That's better than doing a commercial. 50,000 is all it take. Hey man, hey, stop going on all these trips and get our views up there, man. You need to start botting this podcast.
You're right.
I'm about to say that's a good label.
Yo, where the plug at, dog? Yeah, we need the plug. Somebody send me the plug, dog.
You gotta call Young Thug Lawyer, man, and get the connection.
Yeah, dog, for sure. Thug, you definitely ain't a snitch. Give us the plug though, bro. Come on.
I'm about to say if they get mad at that. He did the right thing. That's what you're supposed to do for your sorry ass artist. That nigga sucks.
Bro. Okay, wait. So you don't have no issue with the stitching, and you don't have no issue with buying streams, is what you're saying?
I assume everyone buys streams. I don't think anyone is I don't know. Maybe not everybody, because some artists are real life big, but even they gotta have some inflated numbers.
Well, but to me, this is why it's interesting. Is that this is a like you said, a label executive down here actively admitting to it, right? Actively admitting that they buying streams. It's one thing when we all assume it. I've always assumed it, but when you hear somebody actually admitting to it, it's a different story. Okay, we've never heard. We don't have any proof or any corroborated evidence of a label actually doing it. But here is somebody admitted to it.
That's what we need right now, man, because we already knew it. And it only cost 50,000 for you to go number one. That's great. That's not like great. A nice deal. Like oh man, that's all it takes. How much that seemed like a good business plan.
Yeah. I don't know the context of the conversation, but it sounded like he was explaining to something like Gunna was upset. He gonna try to get 20 million from a label. Like, nigga, you can't get Thug looking out for you. He trying to tell you really can't do that on a sneak, but he won't hurt your feelings. Like, he being a good friend to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's being a good friend, first of all. I mean, but he was just, I think the context was Gunna was trying to, move labels or sign to a label or something like that. But, but regardless, man, he did get the number one album, right? Yeah, I mean, 50K, to pass The Weeknd, which is already crazy, right? The Weeknd is one of the biggest artists. So the fact that he had number one over The Weeknd, already everyone should have been suspicious. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, it was probably like The Weeknd album had been out for 5 weeks, still at number one, and then Gunna finally like moved it to number two. Is probably what happened. I don't think they both came out at the same time, and he beat The Weeknd.
And we already talked about this, man. They already know. Like, they tell you, look, this is the projection. And so I'm sure that like Spotify or whoever the hell they do it, however they do it on the back end, be like, you need to put in this many more to get yours up to number one. And the labels be like, do I need them to go number one? Yes. All right, boom. Then I pay that price. Other times they're like, nah, I don't care. You don't have to be number one this week. And they cool with it.
Yeah, I'm looking at his first week numbers. It was like he did 85K, 80K. Like, yeah, that Weekend did 490 in his first week. Like they're not on the same
That's
level.
not what this
Cool
dude
said
said.
they dropped. Look, we gotta go. We gotta go
They
find the
dropped the
album.
same
Man. They
week,
dropped
man.
the
See
same
how look how you
week.
hating, man. You hating,
Yeah.
man.
Like I just looked
You
it
just
up.
don't
What
want Gunna to
album
get
is
no
you-
props.
Nah,
Gunna
look
music
up.
been good. I'm not a fan, so I don't want no hit. I don't want hit.
I
But
don't
This
even
is
like
for
the
their
weekend.
last album. This ain't for their last album. This is we gotta figure out.
Okay. He did
But yeah.
80 and then 85 for his album before that, and 150 with his album before that one.
It was
None
that
of
one.
those
It's the
are such a-
150. It's the 150 one. That's
so
the
what
one
the 50 get you? Another 50,000? 50,000 get you 50
It's
50,000
So okay, all right. Look,
streaming?
none of. I guess in
Mm-hmm.
2022 he did 150, 148, maybe. Okay, all right.
that's the one. That's what he got. He beat the weekend
That's
out
his-
by just a couple of thousand. There
That's
you go.
the weekend's worst album. All his other albums did 200 plus thousand streams than that one.
Don't matter,
Like,
man.
Well,
He beat
so
him
we
on.
can
That's all that
start
matters.
buying.
Put that stat up.
He started buying his bots too. He started buying his streams. You see,
His record label came in. We not getting outbid next time.
Exactly. Yeah. That 50K was yesterday's price. All right.
Inflation, man. Inflation
Yeah.
going crazy. You got to pay a lot more now. Nah, that's funny,
Uh,
man. I didn't really know that there was you know, he makes it sound so easy, so well known, you know.
mhm.
I wonder what they really feel like at those streamers and stuff about this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so the one that I had to find a clip, but the one cool was talking about here is you know, I think it was Gunna I think it was, or I don't know if it was Young Thug or Gunna audio, but he was talking about why we didn't get Morgan Wallen on the album because Morgan Wallen was beating him in numbers or whatever, and he was like, why we didn't get Morgan Wallen on the album? I was shocked to hear you know, how much they cared about these numbers or being number one so much and stuff like that. To me, that's the most un-hip hop thing about it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so, you know, we talk about how fans care so much about numbers, or, you know, how they use it as the, you know, stuff. But to hear that, you know, even the artists, you know, complaining when they're not getting number one, or, you know, doing, you know, stuff, you know, or like, you know, buying streams to get number one and stuff like that is all, to me, like it makes me lose respect for them. It makes me lose respect for all of the stuff. Like I like, who cares about who gets number one now if it's all just paid for? You know what I mean? It's not earned.
You're talking about two different worlds. That's what I'm saying. You
Right.
comparing mainstream rap. These are mainstream rappers. These niggas is not trying to be the best rapper alive. They trying to make money and sell records. So of course they're gonna be worried about the numbers. That's the only thing that they have to justify themselves.
Right, because they sure can't bar nobody up. So it's got to be the contract. It's got to be the money.
Exactly.
All right. Well, so cool hitting us with the context for the Morgan Wallen clip. It was Thug talking to his manager. Yeah, okay. It was Thug talking to his manager, I think. And they were talking about having 2 number ones from jail, and the other guy said Morgan Wallen would have been a threat, and Thug never heard of him. And so he was like, "Why didn't we get Morgan Wallen on the album?"
Right, because they don't. It's all business. Yeah, it's like, hey, if we get one song with them, that's the streams we need. Like,
yeah,
it makes sense. Like I said, the business part of it is gross, but that's also the business part of it. Music business always been gross. It ain't really new. And if you trying to be big in music business, there's ways to do it. And there's always been different ways. I mean, it used to be, you know, radio games, or you could just do a Suge Knight and get Vanilla Ice to sign over his rights to you, and then boom, you set. You know what I'm saying? So they always had some kind of shady stuff going on, man. All these female singers that got screwed over and stuff. That's just the new way to do it, because Spotify running shit now or the streamers running shit instead of the radio station. So you got to have these bots. You got to bottom up, or whatever you got to do to pay them. I don't even think they bother with the bots, man. You probably just cut them a check, and then they just go and just add another zero to your number.
I do think it's the bots. I mean, because we've seen, because you know, Spotify has been working on removing bots, and we've seen people's numbers get cut. Specifically, you know, I saw academics posted about Kendrick. Bots are down almost 1 billion since February, since the Super Bowl. Yeah, almost 1 billion.
Ain't dropping though.
stream. Yeah, no, and yeah, there's other people who ain't dropping, but Kendrick's has been dropping. You know, billion with a B. All right. Hold on, let me pull it up, man. I gotta pull up Academic Suites, but
I like I believe academics though, man. You know he's a
well, it's not him showing. He's not showing his numbers. He's showing the numbers are from hip hop. You know, what is it? It's some other site that posts numbers, right? And he's just showing the one from February and then the one from August. And so February was 1.75 billion, and then now it's like 700 million, whatever. So it's it. You know, let's talk about what Thug had to say about that. Let's do that first before we get to this other stuff. So here, I'm gonna play what the Young Thug had to say about that real quick.
So think about it. He does so few verses. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not just doing verses, like.
Right. But that's
the only other person that gets a Kendrick versus King is Baby King, and that's like his cousin or his nephew or something.
Right. You getting all the damn verses to this nigga, man. What the heck you doing, crazy? All that fake. I ain't getting no rapper songs. I don't be liking them type nigga like that.
Why?
You nigga get too big. I don't want to do no feature. Why? Why you don't want to do no feature? Why wouldn't you want to do a feature for a superstar? Like you ain't like goddamn Street calling you for a song. You know, like
yeah.
You really got Lil Durk calling you for a song. Lil Baby, Thug, real superstar calling you for a song. Why wouldn't you do the song? We lit, nigga. We going number 1, 2. Fuck you thinking? You know, it's just like I don't be understanding that type of shit. Supposed to be a nigga who bless a nigga. That's why them niggas will never be bigger than Drake ever in life. Niggas will never be bigger than Buddy. Buddy gonna do it right. Buddy fucking with everybody. You know how many niggas like Drake change? How many niggas can take care of their family because of Buddy? Just like straight fucking with you. Kendrick, goddamn, put a nigga on. Y'all niggas, you're a superstar. You don't ran up you a few hundred M, but you ain't put nobody on though. You see what I'm saying? You ain't even put Keem on. Cause the shit you and him doing, this shit ain't really doing that.
All right, so I mean that's the gist of it. You know, he talks about how I know the audio is terrible, but I mean your phone calls in jail,
prison jail calls that they stole.
Could be great audio. But yeah, I mean Keem is whack. I mean that Hillbilly stuff is whack. I mean I've never liked any of the stuff they did together, but regardless, we see here. What's crazy to me is that of course Kendrick. On Not Like Us, he does the whole last verse, the whole colonizer thing, and he talks about, you call such and such when you need a, I don't remember the whole verse. Yeah, I'm sure, plenty of people could say it by heart, but it ends off by saying, you're not a colleague, you're a colonizer, or whatever, and the issue is, now you hear from their side of it, you hear from the Atlanta artist side of it, saying like how they appreciate Drake getting on the verse. It helps them monetarily. He putting people on, he helping them, get bigger, and how they feel that Kendrick or at least Thug, feel Kendrick's not doing that. He's actively, not helping or put anyone on or help anyone grow their numbers or anything like that. And so
what about Ass Cheek and what was the other
Rayvon and all of them?
He didn't put Rayvon on, did he?
No, that's what I'm saying.
He had somebody other goofy dude on GNX.
You talking Lefty Gunplay and stuff like that?
Yeah, he put them on. I guess he put them on.
Exactly. Yeah, the lamos. That's who he put. Yeah. So
that's funny, man. Yeah, I mean that's old though. That's true.
Of course, this is before the beef. This call was before, yeah, for sure. But the issue is still, it's still relevant to the things Kendrick said on Not Like Us.
And Drake does a ton of, a lot of features with a lot of no names. Really, these dudes don't really be no. I mean, maybe they. I feel like he always jumps on the waves at the right times. Makes their songs bigger for them. I'm sure he gets a nice little check or whatever out of it too. But I mean, he does blow other artists up. That's one of his things with that in that mainstream lane. Except for Benny, he ain't helped Benny out.
Yeah, I don't know whatever happened with that song.
Cause that nigga is lame. Drake saw that nigga going down and said, "Nah, don't release that shit, dog."
Yeah, he saw the wave going the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw the
This
wave
nigga give you
crash.
the
Messed up,
heat you
man.
think it is, dog. Don't put that
Yeah.
out, man.
That's messed up.
But yeah, no, but we know of the big three, Kendrick is obviously the least accessible of them. The other, both J. Cole and Drake, you know, they hop on features with lots of people. They, you know, they good to give, you know, anybody a dope verse or you know, or be on a song with lots of different types of people, you know. And then, you know, Kendrick is, you know, even though he's the one that's, you know, he says, you know, for the culture and or whatever, he seems very selective, I guess, much more selective, you know, in helping people. And so, yeah, it's just interesting, you know, that that happens.
I mean, you know what happens? You help a bunch of people like Drake, and then you get fucked over because they all turn around and hate on you. So, I mean, at least a bunch of them seem like that's what happened to him. So, you know, he that might be the right approach. I don't know what the right move is.
Yeah, we talking about Gunna right now. We talking about the Young Thug, you know, Kendrick Lamar, you know, stuff right now. So, but yeah, I hear you. You know, if you Drake obviously has been bitten by you know doing this, but the interesting thing is that like Young Thug and the people like that, they didn't come out and speak on like, you know, after the Not Like Us stuff. None of them came out and really like, you know, spoke. If this is how you felt, like, you know, behind closed doors, why didn't anybody come out and say this stuff in public? You know what I mean?
The same reason why they buying streams and stuff like that is they want to be popular.
Yeah, they want to make enemy with the top dog, you know, I guess. So
At least not at that time. They didn't want to have no beef with Universal. They didn't want to have, you know, they don't want to say nothing like this leaked. Young Thug didn't say this. You know, it's not like he came out and said it now. This leaked.
yeah. So yeah, I know. So you know, Mad Max said a couple of people have said this. There has been more. I would say more and more. You know, pro Drake. You know, like talk.
They're gonna go back to it too. They're gonna go back to it because if Drake keep having some, you know, support and stuff like that for him, they're gonna go back. Even fake ass Rick Ross might go back. You know what I'm saying? Because he know he gonna want another one of them Aston Martin music type songs. He gonna go back to it.
Nah,
People
Drake
like,
just
oh,
dissed him
Drake-
on that interview. Drake just
I need you back.
Drake just
Man, come on,
talking
man.
about him having
Rick
fake
Ross
ice.
fake as fuck.
Fake
He'd beg Drake for a feature if he thought it was worth it. He would. Come on, man.
That's funny. All right, man. All right. So I don't know what we could get to the music. I don't really care about I don't know if y'all have any opinions. I don't really care about the who's a snitch, who's not a snitch, you know, conversation. I feel like a lot of people, you know, have been diving deep into all that stuff. I care more about the music business.
I don't care about it from these dudes.
Yeah. So, yeah. Officer Ricky Dunn. He wasn't.
Nah, he never. I thought Officer Ricky was done when 50 was clowning him,
Exactly.
and y'all still keep going back. Talking about some. Oh, I'm a big
and that's
man.
what to me, even with the Gunna stuff, you know, to me, I don't think people talk about this a lot. I think people care to talk about who's a snitch and all this other street stuff. But when it comes to actual musical impact or who people listening to, it never seems like it has any actual impact. Like people just like to act like they care about this. They don't actually care. I don't think anyone actually cares. You know?
Yeah. People that swear Drake is a pedo, is a weird dude. They listen to his music all the time. They still bumping his music, even if they agree. Because his stream's not really like dramatically changed. I feel like
his streams haven't moved. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, listen, so beginning of the year, I always ask, you know, like students, you know, like, you know, who their favorite artists are and stuff like that. And a ton of people say Drake this year. And then each time I'd ask them, you know, like, what about all that? You know, what about the beef? What about all this? And they always say, oh, I don't care about that. You know, I didn't care about it. And I had nobody say Kendrick as their favorite artist. Not a single student. But all right.
I love to hear that. The youth is in good hands, then, man. We love that, man.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I don't know if that's the
Right.
case, but
Yeah.
Cool says he don't fully agree. Gunna got hit with the allegations, and his production became really one note and bland.
But I feel like he kept selling records, which is what he cares about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
he
maybe
kept
it's a
making the
lagging-
same song that worked.
Sometimes these things are a lagging indicator. You know, sometimes it's like people will still check the next project to like see, while there's drama. You know what I mean? Like just to see if there's any like word on the drama or what the fallout is of the drama, and then they won't get you won't get the lacking numbers until the one after that. Once the drama's over and no one cares about you anymore. So we'll see. But I doubt that there'll be any big change. All right, man. Let's move on to the music. Man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If y'all came here to talk about the Young Thug or the Drake stuff, we talked about that all this past hour. But we want to talk about some of these albums that are dropped, man. Tons of music have been dropping, and I want to. I mean, yeah, let's get to these albums. But I want to pose a question: is hip hop in like a new golden age or something, man? I feel like there's a lot of music that drops constantly new great music, man. I feel like we gotta start recognizing the amazing era we're in hip hop. I feel like there's a lot of content about how hip hop is dead. I feel like there's a lot of pessimistic hip hop content, but right now there is more music than ever. And there's more like stuff for anybody. Like whatever your sound is that you like, you'll probably find something that you like. Go ahead, you saying it's trash. Go ahead.
Nah. Hip hop is dying. It's a slow death, but it is dying to me. Because we don't have universal classics no more. We don't have people really putting their life into an album, taking a year to curate one project and just spending time on it. That doesn't happen anymore. People don't care about the craft. So it is dying to me.
No, I disagree with that, man. You don't need to take a year, man. It's not, they don't have to go to the studios, man. People making this shit at their house. You don't have to do all
That's
that.
the problem.
Man. Oh, nah. See, I don't agree with that. You don't have to take it all, go make it super slowly. And some people do that, and that's why you get something like the Clips album, which was highly regarded. But there's other albums that came out this year that I really like that didn't take a year to make.
Yeah, they don't all have to, but classic albums, we don't talk about classics like that no more, man. We don't get that.
It takes time to be a classic. This the issue. The issue is I can listen to anything on my phone. So every week, 3 albums come out probably on average. I want to hear those. But in order for me to love something where it's a classic, I gotta listen to that over and over. We talked about that Ghostface earlier. If this was 2003 and I had a CD player and I bought that Ghostface and I played that bitch over and over until I even listened to some of the songs I don't like that much, till I knew them by heart, then I might be up here talking about, it's a classic. But I ain't got to do that shit. I got to listen to anything at any time. I ain't got to switch to CD. I ain't got to stop my car, go in the trunk, and take some of them out and put some other ones in. The shit's it's infinite. So why I gotta stick with one? Every day I got new stuff coming out. It has to grow to be a classic. You can't just
but see, to me, this is why it can't grow. This is, to me, there's several things. First of all, I do think it takes time to label something a classic, but in the time, but that's still not true of the era past, because in the time when something got 5 mics, it hailed as an instant classic instantly or whatever, because you had one medium that everyone kind of held with regard, so when they said this is amazing album, everyone was like, oh, it's an amazing album. But now
30 years since then.
Exactly. And when we talk about class, a lot of times people are talking about 30 years ago hip hop. And then when we talk about the golden age, we talk about the 90s, we're talking about 30 years ago. So since then, now hip hop, the community, we listen to so many different things, right? You could be a fan of, Rock Marcy, and you have tons of music that or the Griselda or all that kind of wave, and then somebody else could be a fan of Drake, and and both people will say they love hip hop. And it's not the same. They're not the same crowd, not the same people. So it's not one community that's clamoring over the same music.
I don't think we got to be one community, man. First of all, I don't want to be in community with some that's watching whatever the fuck we talked about earlier. Some of this shit that y'all watching. Y'all watching Black Boy Max, I'll pass. You know what I mean? So that's good. I'm glad we're not on the same thing. But
that nigga might be cold, man. Don't even shout out to Black Boy Max. He might be fire.
Might be. That's a good way to put it. That's fair if you want to say it's not a golden age, but that don't bother me. Why I gotta worry about what age you call it or how you feel about the age itself. To me, great music keep coming out by a bunch of artists. So, and they might be all old to appeal to me, but it's working for me. I'm not mad, and I'm assuming that these dudes that like young thugs and young whatever dudes and whatever ignorant nonsense that they listen to, they like that. I know Young Boy got plenty of fans. His fans is happy.
It's not the same, man.
It's not the same.
Everything can't be the same, man.
Exactly.
That's when hip hop was newer and fresh in some ways. Like it was different. But this how I mean, look, all the music genres have this, man. Okay. Mm-hmm. They got 85 different genres of rock.
And that's what we have in hip hop. We don't have names for it all. That's the thing. We have that in hip hop now. We just don't have names for it all.
If you had names, but you don't hear metal fans running around like, oh man, it was better when we were all listening to the Beatles together. Like, who cares? That shit was different. And it was whack. And we off that. And it's something different now.
Nah. When a public has a general consensus on an album being great, that is a good feeling. I don't know. There's something about
we have people out here that can't even agree that like the sky is blue, man. We don't agree on nothing in this country right now.
Yeah.
Like what are we talking about, man? They got people out here saying everything you got under the sun. This is why we started this channel.
It's not possible for people to come to a consensus anymore. It's not possible for hip hop all to come to consensus. So what's the last universally, everybody's like, this is a classic. The one everybody talks about is To Pimp a Butterfly, and I hate that. I think that album is trash. It's not trash.
I would say
but it's very overrated.
Daytona crossed both ways. It was mainstream and underground. People enjoyed Daytona.
But that still wasn't no young dudes, man. Young people still was like, this y'all old.
I know, I'm not talking about young people though. I'm not talking about people going to the club trying to listen to club music. I'm talking about in general people who actually are fans of hip hop.
That's true. That's fair. Damn is not a classic. Stop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. And people talk about that because of the Pulitzer. And again, the same way people talk about Five Nights at the Source, they use that Pulitzer because they feel like that has some kind of respectability to it. And
it has none.
I don't know why.
None. If you only give one in hip hop history, then it don't have no respectability.
Exactly. So that's how I feel about it. But like I said, this is the thing. No matter what somebody's going to say, there's going to be somebody else that disagrees. Already that shows you we can't agree on anything.
I don't want to agree. I think Dan McClassic,
the title is outdated. I think the title's outdated. I think the classic, thing is outdated. I don't
think it's outdated. You just got to put it in. It's all in the micro genres. It's not. It's a classic to some of y'all. It's debatable, but I don't even think it's in the genre. I don't think it's classic, but I think that's a little bit different. It's slightly younger people than myself. So people in your age group, dumb it down, would probably be like, hey, this is one of Kendrick's classics. When we would probably go more to the Section 80s,
Oh yeah, Section 80, I think. But see, to me, even the blog era was its own unique time as well. Because I felt like on the blog era, like everybody on the blog kind of almost would come to consensus as well. You know,
Yeah, but that was a group of rap nerds, man. That wasn't everybody. There was people online doing. I mean, people was on the radio then. People was doing snap dances, snap your fingers, do your step, Atlanta dances and stuff, looking absolutely Fruitopia out here. Like they was doing a different thing. That was what was popular. I don't know what was popular then. I avoided the popular shit on purpose. But like I never know what's popular.
but it's not about what's popular. I'm just saying there was a community who could come to consensus on what was great and what was not. So that's
still got community, man. We don't have it's splintered. It's splintered community.
So JBN, you got to tell us what's your definition, man. What's your definition if you feel like because you feel strongly about Damn. So tell us what's your definition of a classic, man.
Damn is not a classic.
And B-Dog said Daytona as his example. I'd say that's a good one. That's probably the last one.
That's not the last one. I thought people were freaking out in 20. What we got in 20? I feel like there was a couple when we was locked down that was really, really great.
Magic. I think Magic is to me.
I thought Magic was kind of almost right away too when it came out.
Yeah,
like,
I love that.
People started saying that right away. I mean, I don't know if it really was. People said it for KD3 when that came out. I mean, Pray for Paris. I know said about Alfredo, and I didn't think
Alfredo.
Yeah,
really people say about Alfredo.
I'm about to say,
for sure.
Those are more underground, but yeah, definitely, I would think those are all
Look,
classic.
man, first of all, we always had underground classics, man. When Sound Bombing came out, people was like, "Oh, this is a classic. Like this is greatness." But everybody wasn't saying that. When Black on Both Sides came out, everybody wasn't saying that because at the same time, you have like Jay-Z is popular or something. Like we don't always agree, man. It's just different now. But there's been a certain like underground classics and universal classics for a long time.
I feel
so.
like
See right here with JVN's definition right here, it says probably had bangers. I mean, I don't know what you consider a banger, but if you're talking about hit records, that cuts out a lot of the things we're talking about right there. Because when we talk about these underground classics, even when you go back to some of the old school underground classics, like like what do you consider a hit? There's not a lot of albums are cut out of the conversation if you talk about hits specifically. But if you just talk about dope high quality songs, then yeah, I mean I would say stuff like Alfredo gets this. It was nominated for a Grammy. You know what I mean? Like it was recognized. It was talked about in the community. It's got dope songs. Yeah, so let's talk about the albums for that came out this week though, because I think a lot of music, like I said, my point still stands. I still stand on my point. It's so much high quality music being produced right now in this time. Okay?
Remember earlier this summer we was like, man, this year's not good. People was hating on this year, but I feel like since the clips came out, basically it's been like nonstop since then.
No, I still feel that way.
All right. Well, let's talk about these albums then. So then we can actually say what we think. Let's get to we'll start off with the West Side. Let's talk about West Side, man. Hills Have Eyes 2. Hills Have Eyes 2, man. What y'all thought of this one? Tell me, what's the highlights? What y'all like? Did y'all like it? Did you love it?
I like this album a lot. I thought Westside was rapping his ass off on this one. I like a bunch of them. Amira Kitchen, Powerhouse Hobbs, Aunt Gina with Sky Zoo.
Yeah, that's my jam right there.
There's a couple other ones on here, man. I mean, I like this album.
Yeah, So Mad Max, listen, I'm with you most of the time. I'm not the biggest West Side Gun fan, but the production on this album I think is great. I think the features on here are great, and I think West Side actually, steps up his rapping on this album, more than his normal bass line from So I think they're Mandela pretty much after Mandela, because I wasn't super moved by the beginning, but after Mandela, I thought that Dope Beat, and then Prikolai Volkov was dope. Gina was dope. Didn't Left Valenci was dope. Blow Hendry was dope. Like I just feel like it goes on a run after that I really enjoy.
Except for my good brother Tom Sauce, SOS. I don't want to ever hear you again. I'm good.
Nah, man, this ain't my favorite one with him, but I heard him on some other ones on the other albums. I was impressed.
Yeah, I ain't like a prick. That's the one. It was of that run. That's the one to skip. Yeah. I ain't love Glorilla either, honestly. But yeah, those two.
But come on, man. Look, man, Westside is he's undefeated, man. Cats got it's just y'all have to give up. The Westside Gun haters can't hate on Fly Guy no more, man. The dude, he say he gonna come out with an album, the album come out, the album's good.
Well, I mean, he's not undefeated. He's definitely not every one of his albums are this good. But secondly,
that's fine.
He said this is what he said. He got one more after this. And he said,
dude, keep saying that, man. Then he keep dropping, man. So when he stops, I'll believe him. Be like, okay. Until then, he keep bringing out some other new artists. It's not the same people. He's still mix it up with different people, different producers. Like they're just barely on this one. I don't think he's on this one at all, right? Completely different than how he came in, but he is always successful. It's successful. He is the best. People that need to make a good album, that need a classic, like Jadakiss, need to go get with Westside, man. Let that dude set your album up, curate your album. You can have a classic album.
Yeah, there's no Derringer. That Devin Valenci, that's produced by Muggs. I was impressed by that.
Then the dude be like, "Yeah, I made this shit in like 2 days." Like you talking about take a year for what?
Yeah. So, but what do you? Okay, so Mad Max, I know you're not the biggest fan of his rapping, but how y'all feel about him being like the start of everybody's like just he almost like DJ Drama almost like on these albums now, right? I mean, on the Jid album. And then now on the Joey album, he just on these tracks. You love it, B-Dub.
That's fire. That's like the ultimate compliment to me if I was Westside.
Okay, so you think it'd be cool if we just quit rapping, he start A&R other people's projects, stuff like that?
Yeah, just pop up.
He would be super successful.
Yeah.
If he wanted to do it, he would be successful at it. Because that's how his music carries. He never was the greatest rapper or anything like that. He put some good MCs with him. Davidian Conway was on a bunch of the songs, all the early stuff. He carried though. He know how to make it happen. Like the songs is better than the sum of their parts. This is what he's the best at. This is why he's so great. It's why he's the Fly Guy.
Cool, man. He says he don't want to hit Jada over Westside Gun beats. I mean, I hear you, but Jada has not been able to ever put together a complete body of work that is the same quality as Westside Gun. I don't know. So even when he was on the tracks with Joey and more the one with Jid, it's not like it's exactly like the normal sound for Westside. So he just knows what works for different people. I don't know. He could still help.
Yes, man.
Help
this is why he make classic albums with other people, man. Makami and other people, man. They on different stuff. You get with Westside, he gonna make your shit gonna be fire. Okay. I mean, how you think a dude that y'all say he can't rap at all? Dude got like 3 or 4 like incredible albums.
Is there anybody else like that? Who else is like that? I mean,
the closest thing I can think of a dude that can't rap but has great albums is Nori.
Okay, yeah. That's good. That's a good comparison right there. All right.
But so he's not producing it like that either. Like the Neptunes, is carrying Nori and stuff like that. Where it's like Westside is. I mean, these dudes like the producers are good. Like Derringer's good, but he's putting that together. Like he came in the game with them. Yes, incredible. Pray for Paris better than some of your favorite rappers' best albums.
Yeah, I know Mad
Dude's
Max
great.
really don't like.
Fly Guy is
Listen,
great.
I used to
Fly
be on
Guy
here
is
hating
great.
on West Side Gun too, because
I
some of
love
his
Lil.
albums I don't love. I don't love all of his albums. This one I had good production. So and so Mad Max, even if you a West Side hater like usually like me, you might still hear stuff on here that you like. Just go to the tracks that have the dope features. Aunt Gina, or Brick Alive Volkov with Stove God. I mean, yeah. So I
Sky
think
Zoo got like 8 classic songs with Westside.
Yeah.
So, like, if he get with the Griselda, it's like about to be perfection.
See, in West Side a bubble rapper, I wonder how you feel about people like Earl or Mike, because they actually
Westside
bubble.
rapping on here, man. I don't really get that, but hey, whatever, man.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's give it a rating and then let's move on to something else.
This a nice 7.5.
I didn't listen to it enough to give it a rating. I'm gonna be honest.
All right. I felt a 7 is good. Let's move on to the Shay Noir, man. Because I want to talk about Shay. I think she is still not getting any buzz. I feel like she's not getting the prop she deserves. Probably because she's completely independent. But I think this might be her best project, man. I like this project a lot. I'm gonna start off glazing it. I really enjoyed this project. The other guys, they did that album with Sky Zoo as well, and I think their production is dope, jazzy, smooth, and I just think that more people should be calling on them, man. I expect more albums to be done with them at this point, because it's dope. It's dope. So,
Yep. 100% all the way, man. Yeah. Is this the best chick rap album I heard in a while? Probably. This album is great. 100%. You call it what you want. I'm about to glaze. Then this album is great. Shay Noir is great. Every time she come out with a project, we talk about it, and this is probably the best one.
Yeah. And like she keeps coming out with these short projects, though. I think that might be also part of the. I don't know. I don't don't really know if anything she can do will get her the attention that she deserves. But in this era, but she keeps coming out with these short projects. But the features on here are also dope. Like each of these features kill it. 38 Special always is great with her. I always say I feel like her. Ransom, 38 Special could make a super group. It'd be awesome. But I mean, like I said, the beats are great. She's rapping great on here. Skis has a dope feature on Barack and Mint. I love the Dollar Tree beat. Sky Zoo and Ransom both kill their verses. That's like I just don't. Look, y'all can call me Glazer or whatever, but I really got nothing negative to say about this album. I think it's a dope list. It's one of my favorites this year.
For sure. Is this top 5 this year? This got to be top 5 this year.
It's tough. I mean, she's
pushing Legends to the side. I feel like, man. I don't know, man. Is this better than that Raekwon album? I think so, man. Like I like this album a lot.
It's better than the Ghostface. Better than Raekwon. It's better than. A lot of things to me. It's better than a lot of things to me. B-Dog, what you silent? What you thought? What's your thoughts?
I get that impression from the first listen, but y'all making me hyped to go back and listen to it again. I got to put fresh ears on. Maybe because I listened to it after the Joey, so I was in a different vibe. But I don't know. Y'all got me excited to go back and listen.
Oh yeah, look, I put this on after that Joey as well, and I was glad I put this on after because I felt way better. But we'll talk about that in a minute.
All right. I listen. I just really like the other guys' production. Right? So to me, it's a complete stylistic thing. If you like the jazzy rap beats, then like to me, this is for you. If you don't like the jazz sound, then it's not. But I love it. I love it. So yeah, that's really all I can say about that. Yeah. So
100%.
I rate this
It's like a 9.
9. Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, this is like a 9. It's good stuff. So let's move on to
man. Shay Noir been killing it, man. Yo, Cass gotta stop sleeping, man. This chick is great.
all right. And so
if she had a BBL and was showing ass, people would quit it more.
oh yeah. No, 100%. No, I mean but that's the thing. She has nothing. I feel like she doesn't have any I guess nothing like is to grab people's eyes or whatever, or like market value, or even like a gimmick. You don't even have to be like looks, but like she don't have like any sort of gimmick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no strong identifiable like thing that she has. So it's just dope music, and I don't know if that sells, the best in today's age, without a gimmick. So
she got to drop that 50K.
yeah. 100%. But let's get to Mad Max said it, man. Mad Max, people want to talk about this Joey, man. So let's talk about it. I know you already mentioned it. Okay, lonely at the top.
We gotta stop and talk about that. The top of what? This dude ain't at the top of nothing. What are we talking about? Yo, even just that alone threw me off. I was like, lonely at the top of what, dog? Like, you ain't even been rapping like that. Like, okay, whatever.
Hey, dog, I'm the Joey hater. How you start off like that?
That's the thing that's
so
for you to me is because I'm a fan. I would say I'm a fan. I saw this dude live. I started like supporting him early on. I feel like, or for a while I've been a fan, but he has not really been active. He smoked them trash dudes in that beef earlier this year.
Smoked them. Okay, so already that puts you on top.
Smoked them, but smoked them trash dudes.
Dang, man! Now
you smoke Ray Vaughn. Ray Vaughn is a bum, dog.
Okay,
that's crazy.
Like, what are we talking about? Like, he's not. What is this? Like Punch Out? You beat the second level dude.
You spoke. I mean, look.
Hey, come on, man.
He was in a cypher with Ab-Soul and with Big Sean.
I saw they on tour too. I see they going on tour like it's Ab-Soul and Rhapsody. But it's come on, man. Like lonely at the top, though. You not at the top really of any lane in hip hop. We talked about micro genres. Which micro genre is Joey on top of? And I'm a fan. That's why I'm not even trying to hate.
Nah, so you hating hard.
You hate. I gotta. So I'm gonna address the hate. All right, because listen, this is what we here for.
You killing this nigga.
I think what is the reason why I disagree strongly is that I think probably right now his financial situation is probably the best it's ever been. Even though yes, he may not be musically active, he's popular in movies now, or he's in multiple roles and different stuff in TV. He's probably got the 100%. Most money he's ever had, even without rap, because rap don't really give people money anymore, right? These don't get money. So he just got married, so he probably feels like
he talked about it in the song too. He talked about it in the song about how he even talk about behind people. Yeah, so I get it. I just was just looking at this threw me off.
He even talks about how you be trading in the stock exchange now, so trading Bitcoin and stuff like that. So I mean, he's just probably feeling better than ever. He's on top of his game. That's what it is.
Yeah, come on, man. My nigga at the top, man. Dang, let him feel good.
He's at the top of something, man. But I mean, this is a rap album, and you lonely at the top. And then I listen to it, and you proceed to get washed by every rapper on here that's about that life.
Dang, no, okay, all right, we got to talk about that. All right, so
let's start off, man. Come on.
First, let's address Mad Max's comment right here. Has he really been passed up by NYC rappers that came after him? Who from NYC is coming?
Nah, he was NYC sound like. Yeah, he the king of New York.
Nah, we can talk about that too, because I got some other issues with some of the stuff on this album.
All right, so which tracks you feel like he can wash on? I mean, like
Rome Street's washed.
Nah. Go through the
Okay,
album.
Rome.
This is a
Okay,
big
Rome.
album.
The Rome verse is dope. Yeah, all right, that's fine.
Go
you
through
right.
the album, man.
He did.
Go through the
He had
album.
no. You're right because he's not getting washed because there's not that many good rappers on here.
Exactly. It ain't that many rappers.
So
I
the
do.
first song I clicked on was the Rome one because I was like, oh, right, you rapping with Rome? That means you really in your bag. And then I listened to it and I was like, oh, you're not rapping with Rome.
So I think he definitely, I feel like, made this album. You know, he said he made it recently. He said he's got another one already, made that's in the tuck. He just wanted to put this one out first. And on this album, I feel like he definitely took his rapping down a notch from the battle. You know what I mean? Like in the battle, he was, rapping, it's great rhyming, right? Great, bars, great punchlines, and stuff like that. And then in this album, other than a few songs, like I really like Swank White.
Of course.
I think he's rapping on that one. But I think
we're not gonna get an album. Are we gonna go through the album, or we
you
want to
go track by track? You want to go track by track? All right. So Dark Aura.
Go track by track, man. This y'all nigga. This who y'all been telling me about for 6 months. He finally released music, and now you just want to skip around on the nigga.
We skipped around on every album, but go ahead. Dark Aura. What you thought?
Fire, great song. I love it.
Song.
Good song, man.
Awesome. All right. Swank White.
Next, a great song, man. I was like, wow. Hey, I was doing a little walk run during this. I was like, wow, Joey really about to impress me. Like, dang, this thing got some good start off right here. Okay, boom, Sniper Life or Sniper Flea, fire. I love it. Yeah, that's it. That's my type right there. That's who made that for me.
What y'all think? Wait, hold on. We got to stop on this song because this song has been highly, like, I feel like, like people got all kinds of opinions on it. What y'all think of this fake Neptunes beat right here?
This shit sounds to me like some fake Fabulous song from 2007.
That's what I was about to say. It sounded like Fabulous or Cameron to me. Like that's exactly what I thought. I thought it might have been one of their songs, honestly, that he just flipped. But it worked for me.
I thought it definitely sounded like an old Neptunes beat or something. I thought for sure, like,
Yeah, I can see that too, though, now that you say it. But this shit worked for me.
This is one of my issues, man. And I don't really know if I want to talk about it because, like, I don't want to be super negative. I feel wrong almost because I like Joey Badass. When he was on Mr. Robot, I was super hyped up.
Don't worry, I got you, bro. I'll bring the negativity later. Don't worry, I got you.
Okay, good. But a lot of this stuff to me sounds derivative of other New York rappers.
Yeah, I thought that was his point. That's why I liked it. I was like, all right, cool. He's trying to give us.
So what do you think he's supposed to be giving us? And I feel like I didn't think that was what he was trying to give me. So maybe I just misinterpreted what he was trying to do.
My whole mindset coming into this album is this nigga just was beef with people saying I'm the best in New York, this and that. So I'm like, okay, this nigga about to make a New York album where he is barring this shit up. That's what I expected.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah, but I think so like you said, he's got another album. He's been in interviews and he's talked about how this album he wanted to try different things, new things. So he was gonna do the more melodic stuff. He's so he in interviews he's never made the impression that this was gonna be like the track where he's barring it up or making it wasn't supposed to be like 1999 again or something like that. It was never the impression he gave. I mean I get how you could see like maybe that should have been what he did after the beef. Like that would be a smart thing to do. Like just claim like boom, I'm the best rapper. If that I see that as a strategy, but I think
I hear you.
That's what I thought was happening. But then we get to the
because he has albums all over the place. Because I really like what's the one All American Badass, and he's not barring up those songs. He had a lot of social commentary on that album.
For which one? All American. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, you get he's never to me been consistent. His albums are not the same. Like I don't expect the same thing. 1999 don't sound nothing like Before the Money.
Right.
Like it's not
I don't know nothing about that.
So
as a new guy coming in, this is what I thought was I was about
we all
to get
listen
into.
to 1999 though for the podcast. We all
that shit sucked. And so
It did not.
song 4, A$AP Ferg, that nigga ruined that song. That shit was ass. I say, yeah,
Really?
skip
I
it.
ain't like Ferg on this. I ain't like
Okay,
Ferg
I
on
thought
this.
he
I
had an
normally like
interesting
Ferg more
flow.
than that.
But
And then
I thought he had an interesting flow on that.
song 5 with Ty Dolla $ign. I said, I don't want to hear this nigga Ty Dolla $ign right now. Like, skip that
I didn't
song
want to hear
too.
this
That's
at all.
terrible.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear this
Yeah,
at
I
all.
was mad at that point. Now I started getting mad. Like maybe this album isn't that fire. But then BK's Finest is good.
Mm-hmm.
Not a big fan of Underwater. I might not be a big fan for the rest of you. I like Lonely at the Top at the end.
I like Speeding Through the Rain.
Yeah, I like Speed Through the Rain.
I ain't like Still.
Yeah, no. I mean, listen, I
don't like Ab-Soul. I'm gonna have to go ahead and make sure that I say this now. Ab-Soul sucks.
Dang.
You know, like
Dang, you getting a lot of hate off
in
today,
my
dog.
in my head, conceptually, like, oh, Ab-Soul, he's a good rapper. But then I never like him when he raps. I'm off of Ab-Soul, man.
I think it really depends on what he's on.
Yeah, major. Too much. It depends. Want to hear that nigga once maybe? That's how much it depends on. I'm good.
You roll that D&D die, he gets critical misses. Like it's bad. Like it's like, hey, that's not the one. You know.
Because I like him on J. Cole's song Life of Pi or
the dude
Pi, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Sometimes you be like, oh, they go Ab-Soul verse, but then other times you be like, yo, what am I hearing? So you know it's bad when your own record label don't hype you up. You know what I'm saying? He barely above reason right now, dog. They about to kick him off the label.
Damn.
Nah, they wouldn't do that, man. I just but when we listen to this album, this Joey Badass album, man, I thought this was just okay. It's just okay. They got about 3 songs on here for me, and maybe that's just what it was. Maybe that was the target. The demo was 3 songs for you, Brian, and then the rest for these other people. It's not for you. So, okay.
Yeah, I hate it. I'm less negative on it than you guys are. I definitely I didn't mind. Like you hated on the High Roller song. I didn't hate that song. I didn't hate on. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to me, it's just different, and I'm fine with it. So I'd give it a good. I don't know, 6.5. It wasn't terrible to me. But I know some people trashing it.
So 4.
I wanted after the first 3-4 songs, I was like, oh, this is about to be at 8. Like I'm about to spin this back again. But I am taking that Super Flea for real. Yeah, I'm excited
it's a 5.
for that.
It's a 5. I say it's like 5 out of 10 songs on here I like. So yeah, that's it's not a 4. It's a little better than a 4.
Yeah. I'll give it a 6.
It's just the ones I don't like, And I'm like, please don't think that I like, because I like these songs. You go try to mix in these other songs. Like, do not, algorithm. I don't want to hear that. Like, Ready to Love better not come on.
All right. So y'all not. So yeah, Joey failed at crossing over doing the melodic songs or whatever.
Well, did he? I don't see what I'm saying. I don't know. Are these working for some people? They might be.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I've seen mixed reviews. I think that's normal. I'm sure he expected that. Like I said, he knew he was trying new things on this album. So,
and what is that album cover, man? Did his kid make that or something? Like I don't,
Maybe, man.
No, I saw it was
album cover that should come out fire. But when his kid made it,
actually, it's an AI. It's AI art. Let's start.
It's not AI art. It's not AI art. An actual artist made
it. AI.
They had a whole post about it, what it means and stuff like that. But it's all good.
Nah, fuck that. It's AI art. Everybody hate on that.
You can't just claim stuff as AI when it's not AI, dude. It's crazy. All right, man. What other? Is there any other album that we get to talk about? I think that's it. Shout out to
that was a good pot.
Yeah,
Evidence.
Yeah, I wanted to shout out the Evidence album. I'm
okay.
People ain't talking about. People don't talk about Evidence enough, just in general.
Nah, that dude be hiding, bro. he's trying
Yeah.
not to be talked about.
I guess, but
Does it seem like he's putting anything into being like known and visible?
well, you can say the same thing about like Shay Noir or something like that, but he drops
No.
videos. He got Shay
Okay,
don't have a
I mean,
video,
all
right?
right.
He got
I just
music
feel like-
videos.
I feel like
He's-
Ev is like hiding almost.
I don't think so. I think he. I know he did an interview when he made that album with Blue. That was what, last year, whatever.
Yeah.
So that
yeah.
wasn't that long ago. He did an interview then.
Okay. All right. You're right. You're right.
His videos. I don't think he'd be hiding. I just think he'd be doing his own thing. Like so many others.
Yeah. All right.
Speaking of another shout out to that 2 Chainz soundtrack album, they got some bangers on that there. They got some you could play in the car on there. They got a couple bangers on there.
2
So
Chainz what?
check
album?
that out.
Soundtrack?
He put out a soundtrack. I think it's for I don't know. Let me see.
For a movie? What movie?
Yeah, for a movie. I don't remember. It was on my front page. Let's see. Let's see. Red Clay, official
Red
motion
Clay.
picture
Oh, okay.
soundtrack. I don't know what that
didn't
is,
listen to
but
this.
All right.
they got some
All
bangers
right, I'm gonna
on
check it
there.
out. It's all Chainz though. I see it. Okay. Oh, they got
Yeah.
a song with Yachty. Never mind. I don't want to hear that.
And that's one of them ones, though.
I see it's got
All
a
right.
lot of plays, but yeah, I'm sorry, I can't deal with it. Like people say they don't like
Turn
West
that
Side. I
bass
can't
on in the
stand
car.
Yachty.
Turn that bass
That
on.
boy,
You gonna love it.
I'm on the track.
I'll play it tomorrow. I'll listen to it. But all right, man. A lot of music, like I said, a lot of great music. Yeah, I just feel like there's something for everyone right now. Yeah, I don't know. All right, that's it.
Appreciate
We'll catch
y'all,
y'all
man.
next
Like
time.
and sub, all that good stuff.
Yeah, like, sub, tell your friends, tell your mom and them. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.